Public Library in beautiful Hoboken, New Jersey, for allowing us to have hybrid classes in which people can do their art practice here in the beautiful renovated space in the Hoboken Library and also at home in their own private art studios. This is now April 10th, and we are continuing our celebration of two incredible art forms, poetry for National Poetry Month and also visual arts. This is our visual art class. We will be looking at the artwork of a woman named Dina El Siofi. She is a British Egyptian artist, and the poetry of the great Russian Nobel poet Anna Akhmatova. And Dina El Siofi is heavily inspired by Anna Akhmatova's poetry, and that's why I chose to present her paintings today. El Siofi is a painter. She describes herself as self-taught. She is a physicist, so that's kind of a first for us, I believe, to be looking at the artwork of a physicist. We're going to start this class, as always, by looking at images of the artist's work. We're going to talk briefly about the artist, a little bit of biography about the artist, and a little bit about her artwork and her technique and style. And then I'm going to give you your assignment, and you're going to create your own artwork. Whoops. First, I'm going to open up the slideshow, and then I will share it with everyone. And I have to remember, we're not going to go into the play mode this time. Let's go back to Zoom. All right, we're in. Okay. So Dina El Siofi was an Egyptian, or is, sorry, an Egyptian British painter. She was born in Alexandria, Egypt, and was brought to England by her parents in 1970. She gained her Bachelor of Science degree in England, and then went on to get a Master's of Science, also in physics, mathematical physics, also in England. Hold on one moment, everyone. I want to bring up my information better on my phone. Here we go. Yes, so she got her master's in mathematical physics in 1989 at King's College in England. She worked in private tuition and freelance translation while starting studies in art history, including a postgraduate diploma in post-war and contemporary art at Sotheby's, which is a big auction house in England, in 1997. In the year 2000, she obtained a Master's of Art in Modern French Studies at Birkbeck College. In 2006, she continued working as a freelancer in the United Kingdom and France. So here we go with the first painting. And we talked about this a lot this morning. Her work really does not look all that contemporary, although she is alive today and calls herself a contemporary artist. To me, her work looks very much like it was created between World War I and World War II. She looks very much like a German abstractionist. Christy made it. Welcome. And her paintings remind me very much of that period of art. There is a German expressionist painter named Kirchner, Kirchner. I'll put it in the chat box in a moment, whose work is very much like Ms. Cioffi's, El Cioffi's paintings. In 2009, she started attending painting courses in the United Kingdom at the Slade Summer School, at Heatherley's, and open studio classes also in Nice, France. She calls herself a self-taught artist, however. I think her paintings look very, very sad. Look at the eyes on these people. Don't they look sad? And when you read Akhmatova's poetry, you want to weep. Talk about sadness. And I'm going to read one of her poems when we finish the slideshow. I find her poems to be very tragic. So here's a quote about El Cioffi's work. She's heavily influenced from literature, theater, music, and poetry, as I mentioned. These influences show themselves in creating timeless artworks reflecting contemporary sentiments of the world. This article also says that her references include artists like Diego Velázquez, Alberto Giacometti, and Amedeo Modigliani. These are all 20th century European artists that we have spoken about in the past. Another one of her paintings. So proportionally, they are not exact. They are slightly off. The heads are a little bit too big for the body, which is fine. The colors, I think, are very dark and somber, which kind of goes with the whole feeling of the painting. Heavy, there's a kind of heaviness to her pictures. Someone this morning said, for an Egyptian artist, they don't look very Egyptian, but to me, these women could very well be Egyptian. Why not? I don't know what the person this morning who made that comment was basing that opinion on. I think they're rather beautiful women. The word I would use to describe this painting is anguished. Particularly the man in the gray suit. He looks very, very unhappy to me. Like something terrible has just happened to him. Here's a long quote about El Cioffi's work. It's almost like a poem. It says, when suddenly at midnight you hear an invisible procession going by with exquisite music, voices, do not mourn your luck that is failing now. Do not mourn them uselessly, as one long prepared and graced with courage. Say goodbye to her, the Alexandria that is leaving. It seems as though throughout her paintings, El Cioffi is not mourning the great painters, poets, and composers of the past, but celebrating them By painting the stories of history, she is remembering them before saying goodbye. So was a quote that is describing Dina El-Sioufi's paintings. Very poetic description. This image is rather bloody, possibly based on the opera about Pagliacci the clown. These people look like they're dressed up as clowns. There's a bloody knife, yes, in the middle of the painting. Thank you, Tamara. Their faces all look exactly the same, though, don't they? The eyes, the nose, the lips, they all look like they could be the same person. They're frightening. Yeah, they're kind of scary looking. Creepy. It's a creepy painting. I agree with you. It's kind of interesting perspective, the way the table moves back into space. I kind of like that. And then how square their shoulders are. Everything is kind of square in this picture, except for the blood dripping on the knife and the wax dripping on the candle. All right. So this one is about leaving Alexandria, which is where she was born. You can see the word Alexandria in the bottom corner. Two more very beautiful women. This lady in the back looks kind of happy though, right? She, of all the figures in these paintings so far, she looks delighted compared to all the others. I like this long black shape of her hair. It's quite wonderful. This one, talk about scary. This one to me is completely creepy, right? Doom. Doom is the first word that comes to mind when I look at this. Like they're from the Addams family, right? And they're in a haunted house. I like the woman's face, though. There's something about her eyes that I can really relate to. But it's creepy for sure. Yeah, another. This one's definitely about an opera. The gentleman in the middle looks like he could be Mozart himself with a wig and a ruffled collar. And then there's music on a stand here. And it looks like there's a keyboard over here. So they're interesting paintings. Dancers. Her figures are certainly not even close to being perfect. But what an interesting composition she's created here. I like the negative shapes between the figures. The blue shapes are almost as interesting as the actual figures in the drawing. And here comes our final picture. And this woman on the right in white, I believe, is the poet, Anna Akhmatova. Looks very much like her. And when I exit the slideshow, I'm going to hold up a picture of our poetess so you can see the similarity. Okay. So here is our poet for today, Anna Akhmatova. Again, she was a Nobel Prize winner. Let's see, I'm going to read a stanza. Her poems are, for the most part, very long. I'm going to read one stanza. It goes like this. Nor was I myself happy to hear in the distance the howl of the hellish harlequinade. I kept hoping that pine needles would float past the white hall like puffs of smoke in the dusk. That's a creepy poem. Goes with the creepy paintings. All right. That was just a random pick right there. For those of you who want to learn more about her, come to Hoboken Public Library, and I'm sure you can find more. For those of you who are here in class today, I'm going to leave the book out for you to look at. There are great pictures in this book of Akhmatova herself and her family and friends. She was the mistress of a great painter, Modigliani, and he did paint her portrait, and she kept it for her entire life. All right, our assignment for today, I'm going to put up a painting by Akhmatova for you to copy. Or if you would prefer, those of you who are at home, you have many options. You can go online to find a picture of a dancer to copy. Go dark with your colors today because our poetry and our themes and the paintings that we've looked at seem to be quite dark. Or, as I said, you can look on screen and copy one of Akhmatova's paintings. All right, ready to begin? Any questions? All right, looks like we're good to go. I'm going to shrink the screen for a moment and look for an appropriate picture. One of El-Sufi's paintings. I think I just said Akhmatova's. I meant El-Sufi's paintings. I really like this one with the two women. I'm going to share this on the screen. What did I do? Yes. Okay, good. So this is here for you to copy. You can get your materials from the back and begin. And as an added bonus for those of you who are here, I'm going to sit in the middle and read poem, and you can draw me too as an option. How's that? And periodically I will get up to come around to help you. Does that work? All right, let's begin. Something else you read. How do you want to look at this book? It's quite an interesting looking woman. How would you have called beautiful? I have to be honest. What were you last? I don't know. Was you born? I don't know. Let me see if I can find it in this book. I didn't do much research of it. Do you know what year she was born?
18 something. Yeah, 89. 1889. Yeah.
She lived with Pasternak.
And died 1966.
Says Akhmatova, along with her contemporaries, Mandelstam, Pasternak, and Tsvetova.
Tsvetaeva, it is roots, another great poet, lady, poet, another great Russian poet. They don't go like plants, but they think about each other. So like poetry of each other and something like write letters. But only once they met personally. Only one time, maybe 2 days, something like short, not friends, so like just one meeting personally, and they watch each other poetry, something like this. Thinking about this one, thinking about another one thinking about the poetry.
He had says they formed a poetic quartet, which many Russian readers think of as the finest representatives of poetry for the last 100 years.
Yeah, there were 4 people, very famous. Tsvetaeva, Akhmatova, Mendelssohn. Yeah. Four great people at the same time.
Yeah, they began their careers almost simultaneously just before World War I. Tsvetaeva would hang herself in 1941.
Yeah.
Mandelstam died in terrible polyma in 1938. Akhmatova and Pasternak lived out their lives, so not without serious problems. Pasternak being railroaded out of the Union of Soviet Writers, we were talking about this yesterday, for winning the Nobel Prize. Akhmatova almost never being published, and often being attacked as bourgeois, a slut. One poem, Requiem, is about all the Russian women who were forced into the Gulag. Oh, Their son was shot to death. I can't tell
Her
the son.
husband, first husband, she lived with three husbands,
It says including Akhmatova's son Lev.
and the son was in jail 3 times.
He was in jail.
10 years in jail, the son, but not for crimes, not for crimes, for political reasons, because he was a son of the first husband who was shot, not for crime, for political reasons. He was said the wrong thing. Yeah, about politics. About the leaders that were that too. That's why they didn't like him. All the British domestic life. Dark government. Dark government. Political prisoners. They could speak out against the government, but that you sometimes they put you in jail. Or even worse. It's personal. It sounds good. Oh, goodness.
Here's a wonderful picture. This is Akhmatova the poet. Well, Donna, your choice today is to draw the LC, create an artwork inspired by this painting, to draw me, or to draw an image from your smartphone of a dancer. This morning I was reading poems while people were working, but they didn't like the stars. They kind of distract. So I'm going to try reading again, and if you don't like it, I'll stop. It's a song about a song. Its iciness will seem to sear like frozen wind, to start, then as a single salty tear drop down into the heart. And the wicked heart will bear regret someday. Smart tomorrow, in vain struggle to forget the subtly nagging start. I only sow, the reaping's done by late. And I ask your blessing, Lord, on the reaper's larking book, so that I dare to render them more perfect thanks above. Allow me to bestow on you that which outlasts all. That was written in 1960. Oh, look. As I arrive there, my vexations flee. I gladly welcome Owing Chills, the swarthy hamlet, secretive and dreamy, our toil in fair sheltering bonds. Love for these parts, held calmly and securely, will always ineluctably be mine. A drop of blood at Novgorod is surely to float with me like ice. This crystal will not thaw to any searing. Otis ever has not seen it done. Whatever else I may have started cheering, to shimmer forth the fun, quiet, Is it my circumstances that have changed? Or coming gains have finally gone? There are those winters when my bedtime ranged from 6 a.m. to dawn. To calmer, sterner living I surrender. Sat down upon an uncouth shore. And speeches
like a musical tender.
will pass across my lips no more. One can't believe that Christmas is in reach. The steppe looks touching, green with turf. The sun is brilliant. Up the glassy beach there seems to surge a warming surf. The times when I was overcome and languid with bliss, it was of such a quiet show I used to be tremulous and just like this, it was I then imagined the wandering of a newly risen soul. Blessing of the Lord, the morning's beam glided down my lover's face. The sleeper looked a little paler in his dream, but his slumber presently grew deeper. Warmly wandering, a bay of heaven, must have felt to him like lovers' nymphs. Just so with my mouth I used to travel down his tawny shoulders and dear lips. Now, more disembodied in spirit, in my grief, no wandering and way, only as a song I'd like to visit, and caress me some morning day. You want me to keep reading, or is it too much of a distraction? Want to read? If you like to, how about you? That's good. You like it, Mara? Keep reading. I gotta change this forward just slightly. Like anybody's trying. Oh, there are words which do not flow anew. Who speaks them stands when we can go for. For inexhaustible is but the blue of heaven and mercy of the Oh, there are words which do not flow anew. Who speaks them stands what we can go for. For inexhaustible is but the blue of heaven and mercy. Here, this one's called Moon. Here, you would say, the voice of mortals will never echo. Here alone there grimly rams sable portals, the gale wind of the beach of stone. And I alone seem left to suffer survival in this stark design. But having been the first to offer, take a draught, take a walk. I get that one this morning, too. Having the knack of parting, and shoulder to shoulder just walk. The days are you started, you're preoccupied. I won't talk. We enter a church, the Father's wed, listen, send dust to dust. As we leave, we don't look at each other. Is everything wrong for us? We sit on the churchyard's lawn, snow sheets sigh like weird gigs. The mansions your painted is drawing, where it shall be rooted. I liked our gatherings in unite the world, small table, frosted glasses and the painter, black cups with fragrant vapor overfurled, chimney with its massive winter lights, stinging zest of literary banter and loves Ursula, both Pearson and the Gats. Hi. How are you? Good, how are you? So, we're celebrating the art of a woman named Dina El-Siefi, who was a British Egyptian artist. That's her painting. Very nice. You can either copy her work, you can draw me, or you can look for a picture on your phone. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Here's another poem named Spring. I'm reading the poetry of Anna Akhmatova, who was a Russian Nobel Prize-winning poet, and Dina El-Siefi was inspired by her poetry. That's the connection, and it's also national poetry. Spring, the mysterious, still languish newly, transparent mountain breezes roam the land. On its depth, the lake place glisten blue. Prisoner shrine not made by you. Prayed already for the second meeting while you were still in terror at the front. Here, today, another torrid evening, how low upon the hill next the sun. You are not with me, yet there was no parting. To me, each moment is in triumph. I know there is in you such an anguish smarting, that not a word can pass your lips or lips. It's of betrayal.
What did I mean for that one?
We're lucky dead.
The universe knows what it needs to hear.
Okay, good. It wasn't that the looking glass got broken. It wasn't that the wind wailed and flew. It wasn't that across the thoughts of you an alien something had already spoken. That wasn't why. That wasn't why at all I met him on the threshold from the hall. That was written in 1944. Here's another poem. I don't know if it's also entitled Betrayal, but it's on the same page as Betrayal. All souls of those I loved have been translated to stars on the map. All souls of those I loved have been translated to stars on the map. None more to lose, time to cry. How good that is. The Lord created the air of Sarcocello. Is that correct? No? Sarcocello.
That's the same.
Sarcocello.
Something like village and then the things.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's the name of the village. Sarcocello Ferran. The air of Sarcocello Ferran. The silver willow on the bank is bending to touch the lake September bright gray. And wordlessly out of the past ascending, my shade comes up to meet me on the way. So many harps are hung upon this willow, yet I dare say there still is room. As for this drizzle, fine and sunny, find glad tidings there, and cheer divine. This poem is called Cinq, which means the number 5 in French. Who introduces it with the line in French by the French poet Baudelaire. Le temps que toi sans doute, il te sera fidèle, au constant jusqu'à la mort. The cloud wind's utmost reach is how I recall your speech. Nights more shiningly broke than days for you when I spoke. Passed away from the earth by force, we were off on our starlight course. Neither shame nor despair nor guile, not a now, after, or while. But alive as you are and true, you are hearing me call to you. The door you are opening then, I'm unable to slam again. 1945. Poem of Garland Hutchins. Gold tarnishes in time, steel rusts tomorrow, marble decays. To death is all bestirred, the most unyielding thing on earth is sorrow, the most enduring, the Almighty's word. Zero, it's a poem. And this book is only a few of them. Be a little bit more, and then I'm going to come around to see what we're creating. This one's called To My Love. Oh, it was written in Sarajevo, Silo, in 1915. To my love, do not send a pigeon down my way. Do not write me worried letters, please. Waft not in my face the wind of March, for I entered heaven yesterday. We both soul and body came to ease underneath the shady poplar arch. We can see our town, palace towers, barrack wings, sentry booths from here, and the yellow main bridge spanning ice. People waited me for freezing hours. Rose to leave my porch, you lingered near, marveling how the stars were thick to rice. Marveling how the stars were thick as rice. I will climb an alder, squirrel gray, as a wary weasel scampers through, as a swan will call you to my side, lest my plighted lover notice me. Shivering in swirl of snowy blue, waiting for his plighted love to die. I don't know. Are you dead? Are you living? Is it proper to search for you here? Or through posthumous twilights given to using as bright as a tear? All is yours. Daily praying for mercies, insomnious foolish haze, in the white-winged swarm of my verses, in the flare of my deep blue gaze. There is none I have held more precious. There is none has so harrowed my locks. Not who cast me in tortures and meshes, not who fondled me and poured touch. The evening light is ripe and clear, the touch of the April's cool caressing. You are late to come by many a year, but I still to me, but still to me, you come a blessing. Come here, sit close to me and look. Just send a twinkle upon some pages. Look at this dark blue copybook. A broad written verse in all its stages. Forgive my having done much grieving and found small joy in skies of blue. Forgive. Forgive me for believing too many others to be you. Forgive me for believing too many others to be you. You've ever lost someone to death. Constantly look for that person in others. That one really is true. Now, let's see what we're making. I'm so excited. It has the poetry book. So, I mean, Elsa is, see if he's with me. That's the one. There's the dark eyes. Oh, with me too. You knocked it out. Oh. And they're all going. It's really so good. Yeah. It's done. You were able to do that because you were in class. No. Just moved out, moved to do it. Yeah. It's beautiful. So the problems with the symbols. It's so cartoonish. No, it's not cartoonish at all. Obviously, I have to sit back. She's fantastic. It looks just like her.
I think I do something like I see it, and then when I do it,
That's exactly what it's all about.
And that's what
you
it-
do when you see it. No, it's really.
or I do what I can do, whatever comes out. But I kind of like it. I'm kind of feeling it.
like it very much.
I think who's the abstract artist? There's Van Gogh. Is it Van Gogh? Is
No, there are a lot of abstract.
who's one of the famous ones? There's
Jackson Pollock,
Picasso.
Picasso.
Yeah, right. He's kind of abstract. Is he abstract Picasso?
He was an abstract man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not a lot.
All right, I kind of look at me as abstract because I don't do too well soft colors and like landscape. I have to really learn.
There's not a lot of softness in his name.
Yeah, but I make this.
This is very wonderful. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, everybody here.
Thank you.
Well, so you like me reading the poetry? Doesn't make it hard for you to focus? Do we have anybody at home at all, Laura?
No.
No, okay. Oh, but we're live on YouTube. I hope everyone at home is enjoying. We're gonna go back to me posing and reading poetry. Oh, would you like to read?
Shakespeare's song?
Sure.
Give you a break. What? You guys want to hear Shakespeare? Or you do it Russian? Does it matter?
I don't know any objections.
Taraschenko, he's Ukrainian.
Ah, you've been doing Ukrainian.
Shevchenko, S-H-E-V, the C-H-E-N-K-O.
You look him up and I'll do the song in the meantime. I can say, you can go for. Sorry.
No, don't apologize, Lisa. Come in.
Thank you, lady. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate it.
And this came based off of some sort of love.
Love you.
Somebody said something about love. Is somebody thinking a love story here? Stars and movies.
Can you spell it again?
Shevchenko, Taras is the first name,
Wait, we gotta hear my church voice. Okay, now.
first name is T-A-R-A-S, Taras,
A-R-A-S.
and the last name is S-H-E-V-C-H-E-N-K-O, Shevchenko. What's that?
Russians?
No, he's Ukrainian. Taras. Famous. He got out of serfdom. And then I think he went to Paris and he lived with a man from America who fled from slavery. So one of our Americans freed slave went to Paris and they were roommates. I'm trying to confirm that.
Here is a poem.
Yeah.
You wanna go first? Sarah, or do you? It's fun. 4 poems by Taras Shevchenko. It's a Ukrainian poet. It's been translated by Alexander J. Motil. Subtitled Testament. When I die, let me rest.
Mhm.
Let me lie amidst Ukraine's broad steppes. Let me see the endless fields and steep slopes I hold so dear. Let me hear the Dnipro's great roar. And when the blood of Ukraine's foes flows into the blue waters of the sea, that's when I'll forget the fields and hills and leave it all and pray to God. Until then, you know no God so very me. Rise up, break your chains, water your freedom with the blood of oppressors. Then remember me with gentle whispers and kind words in the great family of living victory.
It's like almost appropriate for the war that's going on.
You can't get more topical.
Yeah,
than
that
this.
was a good pick.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
What? Another part of it called Untitled. Days go by and nights go by and summers end. Leaves turn yellow, leaves turn dry. My eyes are dead. My thoughts are asleep. My heart doesn't beat. All things sleep. And I wonder, am I alive or barely living or just wandering? If only I could laugh or even cry. Tell me, wait, where are you? Have I none? If you can't spare a good one, Lord, then how about a bad one? Just don't let me sleepwalk and lose my heart and roll through life like a rotten log. Let me live, let my heart live, let me love. And if not, hell with the whole world. It's bad to be in chains and die a slave, but it's worse to sleep and sleep in freedom than to fall asleep forever without leaving a trace. Did you live? Did you die?
Who cares? Tell me, they, where are you? I have none. Can't spare a good one, Lord. How about a big? 1845. There's more. Oh, I guess it's 4 poems. That's why it's entitled 4 poems. As the sun sets and hills grow dark, as the bird song ends and fields fall silent, as the people laugh and take their rest, I watch. Heart hurries to the twilight gardens of Ukraine, and I hurry. Oh, how I hurry with my thoughts, as my heart yearns for rest, as the fields grow dark, as the groves grow dark, as the hills grow dark. I see a star, and I weep. Hey, you star, have you reached Ukraine? Your dark eyes scour the blue sky for you? But don't they care? May they sleep if they don't. May they know nothing of my past. It's written in 1847. 18. Yeah, these poems are old. Ukraine's been suffering for a long.
Yeah.
If only I could see my fields, steps again. Won't the good Lord let me in my old age be free? I'd go to Ukraine. I'd go back home. There they greet me. Glad to see the old man. There I rest. Pray to God. There I see with a dash. But why go on? There will be nothing. How am I to live in slavery with no hope? Do tell me, please. Yes, I go. I should try and find a happy. Yeah. Think I told her that we happy phones. No.
Virginia Woolf. You're a happy one, right?
Actually, here's one that's. Yet somewhere life is simple, after all. A light to warm and cheer and glisten. A neighbor there at dusk across the wall chats with the girl. With only bees to listen to this, the Tedgars talk of all. The life we lead is decorous and wearing. So much for the sunshine. Our bitter trysts in hand, like rights to preach, or with its gust a harebrained wind staring pauses off a scarcely started speech. For nothing, though, are we prepared to lose our granite city great with fame, woes, its spreading rivers with their crystal flows, gloomy gardens, dusty green repose, knows but half-heard accents. Beneath the chill roof of my empty lair, I could not count the days that are hollow. The apostles' letters I study there, the words of the psalmodists follow. The blue are the stars, the frost all lace, the marvels each tryst that keeps on. In the book, the red maple marks the place, the high song solemn. Yes, please. But we're gonna do- this is Shakespeare.
1564.
It's not all.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day with the sun, number 18. This is the one? This is the one. Oh. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaves have all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often his gold complexion dim. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance, or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou host. Nor shall death drag thou wondrous in the shade, when eternal lines to time thou grows. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this is life to be.
Oh, well read. Shakespeare was, and is the best.
You know, most people know probably informed you, but during this time, when he wrote plays, when many plays were going on at once, and they all worked through it all at once, and you paid less to sit closer to the stage, and the rich sat up in the balconies, there were no seats, and a lot of times very noisy. They would hiss at the villain and throw things at, right? It was really interesting. Some like a wrestling match when you would go to Shakespeare. Where now it's the opposite. It's quiet, sort of stands. Very interesting. Man, he wrote so much. But I'm thinking it's talking about like tomorrow. Is there another poet night? No.
Well, the last class we're gonna have this. The last class people are in bringing their own poem.
We're gonna say something. Oh, you didn't. You paid for it. Oh, okay, you do the poets. You should do the writers.
I think in Russian schools, poetry is way more important than it is in American schools.
Dostoevsky.
I think, well, poetry is very deep in the culture of Russia. It's much more part of your culture, everyday culture, than it is here. A lot of famous poets.
And isn't that wrong? We're trying to be a way to read the poem.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
The young-
They're trying to ban. It's on the ban. Banning the poem.
Not that I know. That's true. I certainly don't know everything. So there are a lot of other. The only visual artist who is also a poet that I know is William Blake. William Blake illustrated the song Bridge. It's a long time. He also 17, 18. The most famous American poet, probably Robert Frost.
This is like Michelangelo and Picasso were published poets.
Michelangelo was a poet.
Makes sense.
It's Well, they were Renaissance men. It's the definition of Renaissance man. Okay, coming around to look at what you're doing.
Oh, it says how he was painting the Sistine Chapel. That's
Wait, though, here's a poem, on capital letters. Ooh, it's really awful. Want to hear
Is it awful?
it? Yeah. Awful as in AWE, capital letters, awful. It's called Afterward. I feel like I should scream it because the letters are all caps. All is in order. There lies the poem, and as is characteristic, it is silent. But what if suddenly a thing breaks loose, knocks on the window with its fist, and from afar, in answer to this challenge, a terrible sound resounds, gurgling and moaning, and screaming, and the vision of crossed arms. Awful, right? I don't know if I would have liked to have met. I think she would have been a little awkward, a little bit daunting. I guess she liked the profile, there's so many profile photos. Russian poets, yes. Oh, she wrote thousands. I think she was with a man, it does not say who the man. No? There are no titles under any of these photographs. So that's smart, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm just saying that- No. Lots of love. One lover that we know. It's been tasted, sure.
Who's that, the poet person?
Yeah. Let's get this. Oh, so tough. Second was maybe like. Using this and also. Do a shot. Will she ever- Yeah, this is the second one. She told on her husband.
She wrote that
Oh,
maybe that's something like a news.
yeah. It is mysterious why they were all arrested, but she was.
They didn't like, maybe it's because she was famous.
And they didn't dare. Stop.
She didn't vote, something, they didn't feel she didn't- something.
Stop. Arrest.
Oh, Joseph Brodsky. Do you know him?
Yes.
Oh, were you? Yes, he was. KGB didn't like him. Because of some of his writings. And it's actually Brodsky. Right, Brodsky? Does that have a doctor named Dr. Brodsky? So everybody says it wrong. Should be Dr. Brodsky.
He also ended up in jail.
Yeah. How about that?
She didn't really know. They didn't have to. It's driving. Defined. The visual collection. It's so cool. Well, this is what I was hoping to go in and do all the rituals. And we need to do another. This is so good. We need to do some.
You know,
I read another piece of paper.
I like the fact that their faces are white and their necks. Cause she's got white makeup on, right? It looks like that.
No, I think it's the artist just wanted to do. I think she's someone who doesn't pay attention to details like that. And
Gotcha.
that's what's her way of using shading.
Right.
Also, it's a digital image, you know, it's not true, probably to the true color.
Nice.
Looks like New Jersey Transit without it.
15% hike, right?
Rate like they are. About that. Nelson's right.
And then there's the congestion thing, right? When you go into New York during a certain time, you get hit the New Jersey drivers.
Yeah.
Can I use this paper for pastels? A little heavier?
Yeah. It's watercolor paper, but pastels work well.
Yeah, I want to try to.
Rita Keller also wrote.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. This one started Illusion One. The sun of spring this morning's Veronica. That's the day of the eclipse. The sky was drunk with the sun. It's really beautiful. We really got it.
Give me a glasses. The kids say, oh, you wanna see it? You wanna see it? They put the glasses on. And look at it, and say, oh, no, it was a yellow arms. It's really cool.
Sun of spring, this morning's drunk with it. And keener as the terrace roses scent. The sky outwithers cobalt blazes.
Oh, excuse me.
Copybook and mint Morocco binding. I read their elegiac arbors spent first for my grandmother's benefit. You see the path right to the gate, whitely the posts stand out against the emerald lawn. The heart loves with a sweet and reckless lure. It dotes on beds of flowers, petal brightly. The crow upon the wind that raucous caw, and down the dripping path the arch greatest. Vision 2. Sultry breezes wander, arching, by the sun, one's arms are seared. Over me, a bluely arching cupola of glass is real. The mortels are dryly fragrant and have half braided of the rugged first sun, vagrant ants have made it go. There the pond is silvered slowly, living now is freshly light. And today will slumber show me my honey, never dark blue. The winds the pond above it, glaring light is sunny. He is there, I wonder, my beloved, could it be my bridegroom come? On the terrace, well-known profile, waiting. And you can hear them talking about it. Oh, lassitude, so captivating to this day. I know. Poplars rustle, plaintively expiring, tender fantasies that call them in. Heaven is the hue of burnished iron, stars are thick and dim. White stock of rosy I have ready, secret flame crimson and calm, taking them from man's steady sugar counter over. Love vanquishes craftily, weaving enchantments, artless and fair. So lately, it's past belief, we hadn't turned doleful and gray. And when she would smile, wherever, in the fields, in your house, in your trees, it did not occur to you ever that you were free and at ease. Serene you were, deep enthralled to her in the poison brew. The stars were so big, after all. After the herbs, after all, smelled so new that in love. Now by the heart, curled still like a snakelet, its magic brewing. Now on the white of the sill, whole days stuck with blue. Now a glint in the bark rust glaring. Now an edge to the stock slow scent, but surely and secretly veering away from the light and content. So sweetly it melts its distresses in the violent suppliant moan. And it frightens one when one guesses at first in the smile of death. Sarko Sido. Down the avenue, horses are trot, manes parted like waves pointed too. Oh, you witching ten, little and fire, I am sad to have fallen for you. It is strange to recall, I was riding in a coma, gasped out for the end. Here, look at me, frolic and blithely like my cockatoo, roseate,